After Dark with Julian Clark! Brought to you by Spreaker, Adore.fm, Golden Road Brewing, and iTunes Podcast. With special guests from the CW's The Good Wife, Emmy winner Carrie, Preston! With music from the infamous Maureen and the Mercury 5. I'm Garrett Mendez, and I am ready for this jelly. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, Julian Clark! All right, yeah! Hey everyone, how we doing tonight? Woo! It's already hot in the theater. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got my wet rag ready. Yeah. Just letting you guys know I got a wet rag, all right? So you got to save those for some of the jokes that are coming because they are something tonight. Hello, guys. Welcome to After Dark. I am Julian Clark. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for appreciating art. Another round of applause to Maureen and the Mercury 5. Yeah. How you doing tonight, Maureen?
I'm adorable.
Perfect. Garrett, how are you doing this evening?
Oh, jet lagged. I just came from New York this morning.
Ah, the Windy City.
Yeah, that's the wrong city.
Okay. How was New York?
It was a little depressing because, you know, there's an acting community that's exactly the same as LA's.
What?
Well, there's a parallel version of myself. Like the short, fat version of myself, the tall, skinny version of myself, and the version of myself that books English-speaking roles.
Hey!
Yep.
I'm sure there's a straight version of myself that actually books work.
Hey!
Hey! Guys, Carrie Preston is here!
Yeah!
Yeah! We finally got an Emmy winner. So Daniel Day-Lewis, we're coming for you next. A lot has happened since the last show, so let's get going. Pennsylvania State Police charged an Amish man with driving his buggy drunk as 2 of his 4 passengers rode on the roof. The buggy driver was apprehended after a low-speed chase. When asked, Taylor Lautner said that the Taylor Swift song Back to December is in fact written about him. He followed that up with, and would you like to upgrade your value meal for 39 cents more?
She's got a punch card.
She's got a punch card. Jared Leto says he felt tricked into playing Joker in the recent Suicide Squad movie because he thought the movie would be more of an artistic production. The public sympathized with Leto since they were tricked into thinking they'd see a good movie. And that's all the jokes we wrote! That was close. Golden Road Brewing. Guys, it's time for our favorite segment here at After Dark, Gal Talk, where we bring on 3 young ladies to answer the questions that you, our fans, sent in. Okay, so first up we have Ashley, a BuzzFeed makeup guru who spells her name with 2 E's and 1 I. Tessa, yeah. Tessa, a quirky YouTube vlogger who does relatable teen comedy through song. And then we have Yusa Mardini, the Syrian Olympic swimmer who saved 20 people by carrying a boat through the ocean for 3.5 hours until she reached shore. All right. Okay, ladies, our first question. At Jenny P 1997 asks, what's the hardest part about being in your early 20s? Ashley?
With the overwhelming amount of eyebrow style options in our society, I'd probably have to say the hardest thing about being in your 20s is staying true to what your eyebrows look like.
Oh. Sometimes the hardest thing for me to do is use chopsticks. I mean, 2 pencils to hold my noodles? Like, what?
For me, the hardest part of my 20s was the 3rd hour of pushing a boat full of refugees through the freezing Mediterranean Sea. The icy numbness starts taking over your body, and the salt water causes temporary blindness as it splashes. But you know you can't give up, because if you do, if you give in, then you take the lives of 19 men, women, and children on the boat with you.
Wait, can we change our answers? Chopsticks aren't that bad.
Question number 2. At GDog88 asks, what's something you wish you knew when you were in high school?
I'd probably warn myself that blue eyeshadow is never going to be a thing, Ashley.
I'd probably say that I shouldn't be so self-conscious about my weirdly far apart nipples, and that my ukulele song about them would bring me internet fame in 2014.
I would tell myself, when you are swimming in Syria and bombs shatter the roof of your indoor pool, you have a choice. You could keep swimming and train like a champion and make it all the way to the Olympics, or you could cry like a baby. You know, death comes for us all, and when it comes for you, will it come for a coward or champion? It's nothing. Anyone would do it.
They both do have valid points. I mean, death does come for everyone, and Tessa totally did write the nipple anthem. Hey, Tessa, sing it for us. Lighten the mood.
No, I think that would be weird. Her pool literally got bombed.
Come on, sing the nipple anthem. We'll clap along, won't we? Yeah.
The left one's pretty small and the right one's pretty large, and they repel each other like 2 magnets at the same charge. Okay, this is weird.
That's a nice song. Too bad sometimes all I hear are the echoes of screaming.
Can I lead?
Okay, ladies, it is time for our last question from one of our fans. Okay, Cream Puff 34 asks, what's the worst thing that happened to you in the last 5 years?
Can she answer that one first?
Oh, come on, ladies. I want to know your answers.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something deep. Oh, right. One time my stepmom's brother died, and at the funeral, all the catering was sliced turkey.
I think the worst thing that's happened to me in the last 5 years is probably the embarrassment I'm feeling at this moment, right now, at this moment.
I can't think of anything. I guess I did get a little cold that one night that I was pushing a boat full of refugees.
Stop it! You feel so bad about our empty, privileged lives!
A selfie? Can we do a selfie?
Gal talk, everyone! It's time to meet our first guest. I mean, it's time to meet our only guest because we tape these episodes separately. Guys, Carrie Preston, I can't believe this. I'm a huge fan of her, of course, from CBS's The Good Wife, but she got her start pretty much with True Blood, and she's doing so much. She's also won an Emmy, and hopefully she brought it on because I have every intention of stealing it. Ladies and gentlemen, Carrie Preston!
Sorry about that. We were having mic malfunction back there.
Welcome to After Dark. Hopefully the mics stay on the entire time.
Yeah, it's here.
And well, you look very
It's
nice
giving me
this
some
evening.
like cleavage action now.
Oh yeah.
All right.
That's nice. I wish I could show cleavage action. Garrett?
I'm showing cleavage right now.
Yeah.
Up here.
Better than down here. Okay.
Carrie, welcome to the show.
Yes, hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
So I gotta ask, what's it like being on one of the most successful TV shows of all time, being on another successful TV show, winning an Emmy for it, and then coming on to After Dark?
Oh my God. Let's start backwards.
Okay, perfect.
So it's really awesome to be on After Dark.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it was great. I mean, I love doing True Blood. It was such an iconic show, and you know, when we first did it, we were thinking, there's no way that this is going to get picked up, and then it turned into, you know,
this huge success.
Huge success, and I loved playing Arlene, and that was great. And then, you know, I became a redhead, and my life changed. And yeah, and then The Good Wife happened, and it was just like this biggest gift ever, you know, and it just kept on, the gift that kept on giving.
Yeah, and Julianne Margulies is the gift that keeps on giving.
She is, and she's a lovely, lovely person.
Why can't I be her for just a day?
I know, I admire her so much.
Yeah, me too. But I admire you so much, so let's get back to you.
Okay.
So let's take it back.
Okay.
So how did you get involved in acting?
Oh, so I grew up in Macon, Georgia.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I was one of those weirdos, one of those like lifers who started her own theater company when, you know, when I was 12 years old, you know.
What?
Yeah, I was into it. I started doing plays with my brother. We were doing like, you know, stuff at the little theater and stuff, and then I wanted to, you know, take it to the front yards.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
not the literal front yards of America, but you mean like
the front yards of Macon, Georgia.
Nice. You're like going from house to house. We're gonna be on your lawn for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yes, it was like that. Yeah, I got all the neighborhood kids to join in, and we would
awesome.
And then we would charge, you know, 10 cents, and I would direct the shows, and I was a tyrant, and yeah, I was very serious, very serious.
You will read the lines like this.
Yeah, and then from there, I went to and studied for real.
And where'd you study?
So I started off at the University of Evansville in Southern Indiana, which has an amazing theater program. And then from there, I went to Juilliard in New York and studied there.
I went to Juilliard.
Yeah, exactly. We like to call it the jail yard school.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Why is that?
Well, you know, it's school. It's tough. You know, it was kind of like boot camp. You know, whenever you run into anybody that went to Juilliard, you always, you know, sort of say, "Hey, man, it's like we were in Nam together." You know, it's like, yeah, we survived. We survived.
You just have these flashbacks in Starbucks. Exactly. You're like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
When after Juilliard, you were in New York still, correct?
Yes.
And then you kind of had your first New York debut with a Shakespeare play, correct?
Right.
And it was The Tempest.
It was The Tempest.
And who'd you play in The Tempest?
I was Miranda.
Perfect.
And Patrick Stewart was Prospero, and it was
it's your first. That's like your first big thing. I got to act with Patrick Stewart.
Right.
And then I got to work with him again years later at the Guthrie. We did Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, and that was really great too. And I still keep up with him. He's like my theater dad. Yeah.
And so how'd you make the transition from theater to film?
My first film was My Best Friend's Wedding. Do you remember? Does anyone remember that? Yeah, so, you know, it was like hundreds of auditions before you land that. You know, it takes a while to get people to think of you in a different way. And so, so I did that movie, and Rachel Griffiths and I were sisters in that movie. And just recently, she and I both appear in this mini-series about the gay rights movement called When We Rise. Oh. And so we didn't even get to act together, but we're both in the sort of 70s era. And so we took some pictures of ourselves now and then compared to pictures of us in like 1997.
We should do that.
So many photos of inappropriate improv scenes.
So now, you know, True Blood came along, and that was really awesome for you.
Yeah, it was good.
And so then landing on Good Wife, was that kind of just like, because, you know, so you have talked to so many guests who've been like, you know, you get that one gig that's kind of like your gig that kind of propelled you, and then Good Wife comes along, and you have so much success with that. So what's it like working on the set with that, of such a successful show, and having, you know, so much success with that? I just used a lot of successes in sequence.
Yeah, no. Well, you know, when you're a guest, it's kind of terrifying because you have to. There's no margin of error. You know, you have to show up and you have to hit the home run. And so when I first read that script and I saw that character, and I was blown away by what was happening on the page.
And what's the character again for the audience who has not watched it?
Elsbeth Tassioni. She's like this scatterbrained genius lawyer who comes in and, you know, has about 50 different things going on in her brain at once. She's like some kind of savant. And so it's, you know, on the page, an incredible role. And I just was so nervous that I would mess it up. You know, just this is what we do as actors. We just worry about those things. And so my first day on set, you know, we come in, and at the time the character was called Elsbeth Mann. Oh. Okay, so I come on and I do the first scene, and I land, and they go, "What's your name?" I say, "Elsbeth Mann," and then they say, they come over and they, "Sorry, we forgot to tell you, they had to change your name. They didn't clear legal, so it's Elsbeth Tassioni." And I was like, no, it's Elsbeth Torsiglieri or something. So I come
Like,
on.
there's also maybe a third one. We'll let you know tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I come on and I'm like, hi, I'm Elsbeth Spaghetti. Because I just so you worry about messing things up, and there I was messing it up. But luckily they liked what I did, and they kept inviting me back. And
then you won an Emmy.
And then I did get. They gave me a trophy at the tractor pull.
That must have been crazy.
Yeah, it was really exciting.
So what's next?
So next I'm doing this crazy pilot for TNT with Niecy Nash. I don't know if you guys know her, but she's amazing. And it's about 5 women in a nail salon in like mid-Florida town, and they're all pretty criminal. Pretty criminal. I like to say it's as if Orange is the New Black had sex with Breaking Bad while weeds watched.
I want to see that pitch packet.
You'd look at that,
show.
right? Yeah.
I would watch that. I would stream that constantly.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah, we're gonna shoot that in New Orleans next month.
Oh, nice. That's my favorite city.
Yeah.
I love New Orleans.
Yeah.
So you're an incredible actress, obviously, and you're from Georgia.
I am.
And I've always wanted to reenact some of the best movies from all time with one of our guests.
Okay.
And so when I found out that Carrie was going to be our guest, I thought, what's the best movie to do? And my thought was, first, Fast and the Furious. Secondly, I was like, Blackfish, but that's a documentary. And then I came to the conclusion that we should do Gone with the Wind.
Okay.
Okay, now none of us have seen the script on stage, and I figured since it's 2016 and everyone does gender bending now, I figure you play Rhett and I play Scarlett.
Okay.
And Garrett plays the lovable daughter, Bonnie.
Yep.
What do you guys think? Do we want to see this? All right, so
Let's do it.
it wouldn't be a scene without wigs, or it wouldn't be a sketch comedy show without wigs. So here's Rhett's wig.
Okay.
Here's this for his mustache.
Okay.
Garrett, this is Bonnie's wig.
I'm in.
And I think this will be Scarlett. No, that's too. I don't know what that is. And this is gonna be Scarlett's wig.
It looks just like her.
Right? It's like I disappeared. All right.
Oh, where did Julian go?
Okay,
Julian,
so
immerse
we got to
yourself
give
into
the
the role.
script to her.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll take that. And then, can we get some audience to applaud us into this? Bonnie baby, darling baby, are you glad to be home?
Daddy gave me a kitten.
What a lovely, lovely kitten.
London's a horrid place.
Oh, my darling.
But where's my pony? I want to go out and see my pony.
You can go out and see your pony. Okay? You run along. Okay?
All right.
You run along now.
I want to see my pony.
The pony's outside.
What?
Mrs. Butler, I believe.
Mammy said you'd come back.
But only to bring Bonnie.
You mean you're going away again?
What perception, Mrs. Butler? Right away. In fact, I left my bags at the station. You're looking pale. Is there a shortage of rouge? Or can this wanness mean you've been missing me?
If I'm pale, it's your fault. Not because I'm missing you, but because...
Pray continue, Mrs. Butler.
It's because I'm going to have a baby.
Indeed. Who's the happy father?
You know it's yours.
Well, I don't want it any more than you do. No woman would want the child of a cad like you.
I wish it were anybody's child but yours.
Well, cheer up. Maybe you'll have an accident.
Oh my God. Rhett, where are you? Rhett,
Oh,
where
sorry.
are you?
I think I have to go.
Wait for
Okay.
me, Rhett. Wait for me, Rhett. What are you doing?
I'm leaving, my dear. All you need now is a divorce, and your dreams of Ashley can come true.
Oh no! Now you're wrong, terribly wrong. I don't want a divorce.
Well, that's your misfortune.
Oh, Rhett. Oh, Rhett. Oh, Rhett, if you go.
Right here, darling. Right here.
If, Rhett, you go, where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
All right. Okay, Carrie,
Okay.
you want to join me on the
Yes.
couch real quick? Thank you so much for coming to do After Dark. Guys, Carrie Preston again.
Yeah.
Okay, so where can we watch The Good Wife?
You can watch The Good Wife on CBS.com, I guess, on iTunes and all. You can get it anywhere.
Oh, nice. And so when do we expect this new series to be coming out? We know it's filming coming up, but do you have any idea?
Do I look silly right now? Yes, we're shooting the pilot for TNT. We're hoping it'll get picked up, and then it will be wildly successful. And
Perfect.
Yes, that's what we're
awesome.
hoping. Yeah.
Well, I have a little gift for you.
Okay.
I know it's maybe a little inappropriate, but I thought it is perfect. I won an Emmy and was on a successful TV show, and then I went on After Dark, and all I got was this crappy T-shirt.
Can't wait.
Thank you so much. Carrie Preston, everyone!
Yeah.
Thanks for watching After Dark with Julian Clark. Another round of